I'm Full Paragon, and this is your guide to Queen Golem Arena for May 2022. Seeing as we just had Queen Golem last month, not a whole lot has changed, although what has changed is fairly significant in that we now have a very competent Dark Healer in Arabian Amy. Because of this, the arena is less dangerous. Amy can keep you topped off fairly easily, and it means that your team will stay alive to deal more DPS. The seal that she does is still rather annoying, and darkness must be kept away from this arena at all costs. I will also note that the snails are probably back. If they are, you're going to want to use more dark DPS up front and less AoE clear, as killing those snails quickly is going to be the key to a good score. Overall, your team is going to be nearly identical to Wyvern. The only change up here is going to be that I think it's probably best to run Aru up front due to just how much hate points and defense the snail waves on Queen Golem have. Aru is going to deal a lot more damage, allowing you to quickly and easily take those snails out in comparison to Christmas Wiz, who loses out on that elemental damage bonus. Christmas Wiz is still pretty great here. I'm putting her in the 4th slot, and I think you'll still want to run ReZero Megamine up front, as her buffs are just incredibly strong. An alternative to her is of course Swimsuit Megamine, as she has elemental advantages against the snails, but I don't know that that quite makes up for the tier 2 magic attack buff, as well as the agility buff that she gives your team, allowing you to more quickly take care of the snails. And taking care of the snails in good order is going to be your key to a good arena run. I have Yun in the last slot. She's just going to be overall the best option there, as she still deals quite a bit of damage, even coming in late. Physical is still pretty much in the exact same boat, which is to say one that is rapidly sinking. There aren't any really good options for physical here, especially since those snails need to be dealt with as soon as possible, and this team just isn't really capable of doing that. It does still have the high point of Dark Leah with her 2 agility buff and her damage cut, which can help you survive against the boss, but overall, it just cannot hold up to the mages. You're better off using them. Speaking of, there is actually a new option for mages that we need to talk about. As I am fairly certain they won't be releasing Danmachi during this arena, I think it's going to come during the next cycle, or perhaps the one after that. I'm fairly certain the next one we'll get will be the Ninja 1 banner, which will give us Dark Rin. She's a much needed option for welfare players because she has some really solid buffs for herself, namely a tier 2 self-agility buff, as well as some debuffs for the boss, which can be rather relevant here. I think she's going to see quite a bit of use. You can even use her over Yun, although she doesn't perform as well in that last slot because overall Rin is better at spamming lower damage attacks rather than coming in with a couple hard-hitting ones. Another good option for a welfare team would be Swimsuit Megamine, although since she's limited, I didn't want to put her here as a lot of players still don't have her. I wouldn't use PJ Megamine even as a welfare option up front. She's going to do best in the back, as her abilities hit fairly hard, but her explosion is relatively lacking. Other welfare options are identical to Wyvern. Shopkeeper Wiz or PJ Wiz are still good choices, and Silo from the Arabian banner is a decent healer, and on this arena you're probably going to need one. In the last slot I have Erica, but realistically this could be any dark DPS that you have available. The biggest way to improve this team is with Dark Aru. If you have her, the team is instantly much better just because of how much dark damage she's capable of putting out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing a stream again tomorrow after this video releases, which will be May the 10th, 2 hours after reset. Danmachi is coming, so we'll speculate a little bit about that, talk about what you might see there, and of course, do Queen Golem just a little bit and maybe let Darkness get beat up some because she always enjoys that. Come back again soon for more Konosuba Fantastic guides and videos, especially as we finally know what's coming with Danmachi.